the centuries, yet I feel so lost. Men will do just what they please, never count the cost. And who's gonna help me find my way back home? And who's gonna help me find my way? And who's gonna help me find my way back home, so I can live another day?
It starts here. The story starts here on a beach like this. The waves gently crashing in and the sun lighting the sand. As the sun rises and warms the sand, the hatchlings know it is time to leave the nest. The tiny sea turtles cross the beach and head for the roaring surf. Many dangers await them even in their first short journey. Crabs, raccoons, birds, even ants would make a meal out of a hatchling. But that first crawl to the sea, that first time that they sight the ocean and they smell the salt air and they feel the wind on them, that's their first journey home. It's the dangers that shouldn't be there that are the most profound. Trash left by beachgoers can impede their way. Artificial lights can turn them to head away from the sea. And because of those dangers, sometimes their first trip to the ocean takes a little detour. On average, Loggerhead Marinelife Center rehabilitates between 50 and 100 juvenile through adult sea turtles and more than 1,000 hatchlings. The process and the time involved varies. The mission of the center is simple. It's not about saving a single sea turtle. It's about saving an entire species. That mission is critical right now. All sea turtles are imperiled. The educational component is a throwback to the history of Loggerhead Marinelife Center. And specifically, it's reaching out to children and teaching them about the endangered species that are in the water. Through hands-on educational programs, these children learn what it takes to rehabilitate sea turtles. Loggerhead Marinelife Center will take in nearly 1,000 wayward hatchlings every year. At the center, the young sea turtles will be given food to strengthen and some time to recuperate. After a short respite, they are brought out to the weed line, the sargassum line, for release. The odds against them are staggering. Researchers estimate that no more than 1 out of 1,000 sea turtle hatchlings survive to adulthood. Once in the open sea turtles spend their early lives avoiding danger. But sadly, sometimes danger comes looking for them. The ocean itself can be a hostile environment. In the relentless pounding of storm surge waves, young Trace found himself in grave danger. While swimming, he'd become entangled in derelict fishing line. The more he tried to swim out of the line, the tighter constricted around his flipper. The circular swimming motion, so natural to Trace, wound the line tighter and tighter, until the plastic line actually amputated the flipper. Defying the odds, Trace made it to shore, where he was found and brought to the center for help. In the beginning, Trace struggled. There was actually a lot of uncertainty about his future. Trace's setbacks came and went, as did the months. For several months, Trace received critical care. During that time, he fought infections and had to relearn how to swim, how to find food. Eventually, Trace was strong enough to be released back into the ocean. As he swims away, we're left to wonder what will be the fate of this brave three-flippered sea turtle. These beach cleanups are important. The debris and the amount of litter that exists in the ocean environment is overwhelming. Just because you throw something away doesn't necessarily mean it goes away. A lot of what's thrown into trash cans near the ocean ends up in the water itself. The debris is weighed and calculated, sorted, and then properly disposed of. It's the monthly cleanups that help bring a sharp focus to the community on just how much debris, man-made debris, litter, and pollution actually exists on our beaches. Some of the more dangerous human threats includes fishing line, hooks, balloons, and almost all forms of plastic. The sea turtles not only get caught up in these things, they can ingest them, and by eating them, it can kill them. Every piece of plastic you see here was in the stomach and the intestines of one of the patients. Rain Man was lucky. He passed these foreign materials through his body without doing much damage. And in fact, Rain Man was released back into the ocean. Some patients come to the center with wounds from non-man-made sources. This lucky little green survived a shark attack.
So remember again, he's very flinchy.
I got him this time.
Yeah, you're right.
He came in with a shark bite to his rear flipper?
Yeah, he pretty much 3 of the 4 flippers were damaged by the shark. We weren't exactly sure how big the shark was because there wasn't really a bite radius. But on the plastron we found that there is one, and the shark was probably about 2 to 3 feet. It's not very big, but big enough to be able to injure or even take the life of a little juvenile turtle. It was hanging on by about 1.5 centimeters of tissue, so we had to amputate what was there.
Okay, we're in the process of transporting these 5 loggerhead sea turtles that have just flown in from Cape Cod by way of the Coast Guard C-130. We're transporting them now from the Orlando airport down to Loggerhead Marinelife Center to do what we can to save them. This is Boomer.
Boomer?
Okay, Steve, you want to pick them up? Watch these front flippers.
We're gonna have to move a little bit this way.
Okay. Keep the flippers straight out. I'm just going to lift them up on the side. Okay, come with it. Okay, take a. You can't leave yet.
Good.
$22.60,
60,
49.85.
49.85.
Okay,
Got it.
back.
Garden or tape?
Turning.
Day by day, you can watch them strengthen. They gain weight. They swim faster. They become more healthy.
From the blood draw, what we're doing is a CBC, which stands for complete blood count, which is the same thing we do in humans to look at their white count and various types of cells in their blood to determine the state of infection and that sort of determinations.
Now, what could happen if that was left untreated?
This is basically would form an abscess and create issues for the turtle.
Sometimes that means surgeries or enrichments to their environment, blood draws, cleanings, even turtle massages. There really is no typical day out there.
Been living here for centuries. Now I feel so lost. Men do just what they please. Never think about the cost. who's gonna help me find my way back home? And who's gonna help me find my way? And who's gonna help me find my way back home, so I can live another day? Mother Nature can be so cruel, and yet centuries survive. Now I find myself swimming hard, just trying to stay alive. And who's gonna help me find my way back?
Sea turtle releases bring out crowds of well-wishers. Hundreds, sometimes thousands, gather to see them off. Some come to see off the turtle whose progress they track through the center. Some people stand and watch, simply to see the endangered animal up close. And still, for others, they attend a release to bid the turtle bon voyage on their journeys home.
Now I find myself swimming for the shore, not the natural thing to do. And I am wanting nothing more than return to the ocean blue. And who's gonna help me find my way back home? Who's gonna help me find my way? And who's gonna help me find my way back home, so I can
Each of these
live
successes,
another day.
each release, is another win in the fight to save a species.
So I can live another day. So I can live another day. Sands of time blown across the beach. Sometimes it's lies they little out of reach. Throughout history it's been shown, sometimes we can't make it on our own. So I hope that you can understand it's time that we lend a helping hand. Come on, let's do all we can. It's the responsibility of man. As we go down life's winding road, times you know we need to share the load. Every creature has the right to live.